Coming to you live at 5 together with Twitch to show you this absolute abomination, guys. This mouse on the side, I'm just trying to make them think that this is actually a mouse and it has some armor. Otherwise, this tank is absolute turd, absolute clown of a tank in my humble opinion. And if you wonder how did I make this tank so ridiculous looking, well, we have April Fool's special, guys. Do you remember when we actually got special events during April Fool's Day? Right? I do remember, guys. I do remember. But what we are getting now is a set of missions over here that gives you the bizarre bazaar coins or tokens and premium day over here. You know, not bad, like some crew skins over here. Right? Just standard missions. And for those tokens, by the way, if you don't know where those tokens are in the depot or the store. The Bizarre Bazaar store is you click the depot in the garage, you go home front supplies, and here you should see this. And I have 6 of them, so I could pick up let's say the clown face or the mouse or whatever funny faces you want to pick up if it means anything to you. But yeah, so this is basically the April Fool's event we have, and you're also able to buy those, but take the free ones and run, guys. You know, the free premium day, that's nice, and some other things over here, free stuff is free, but I remember April Fool's being way better, way bigger in World of Tanks. So this is just a little intro for today's video, because our main topic is going to be about maps today. And first up, we're going to talk about this Klondike map right over here, which is going to get reworked. And as Wargaming says, the map has been resized to better suit battles with only 30 participants. Instead of 60, from 1400 by 1400 meter map, it will be resized to 1050 times 1050. So as far as I understand, they are reworking the Grand Battle Klondike map to random battle map, and this is how it looks like. So this is what we currently have. Pay attention on the map borders right up over there. You can see the old map borders, and this is the resized version of the map. Quite a huge chunk of it has been simply cut out. There also has been some rework in the heavy fighting corner. You're going to see that soon. But moving on, this is just the bird's eye view. You can see that the middle has been changed a bit. So this is the old one, this is the new one, what we have. Also, houses removed, houses moved, base locations has been changed as well. Base like from here into here, more into the map border. And this is a nice forest all the way back over there for artillery to sit in. This will be definitely kind of a fun, maybe interesting fighting area. Risky. I don't know if it is going to be any useful, because you have to go up there in a very, very risky road, from here, from there. And you don't get much control over here. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see. But this is what they have done. This is what they have done. This is standard. The first pictures are always standard ones. Okay, this is what we had. This is what we have. Yes. Okay. Same here. The base has been moved from that location to this location. Also some terrain changes. Trees removed. Okay. Base location brought over here, so this is the other side. And Klondike map, guys. Klondike map. I want to see this heavy area over here. This is what we're going to see soon. So this is the Grand Battle right now, and this is the standard battle version. 30 player version. 15 versus 15. Okay, so this is standard battle again. And this is changed. This area is changed the most, I would say so. So previously you had this fighting corner, fighting tunnel, but now you are easily able to go up over here from both sides. So both sides of the map have some kind of high ground to control. In this case, it is like a hill type of thing. with houses though. A lot of houses over here. Yeah, this is what we currently have. And this is the random battle version. Alright, and from different view. This is from different view. Grand battle, standard battle. You know, at least it is not the corridor. At least it is not the corridor. There are a lot of side-scraping places for Klondike over here. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Klondike reworked into standard battle map. Are you excited about that? Does it mean anything to you? Please let me know. Second map we are going to look at, ladies and gentlemen, is Fjords. Fjords, once again, is in the rework rotation. You are going to see two versions of it. There are actually two versions of Fjords, which will be tuned. There's a minor change over here. 3 removed. So this is before, this is after. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest thing is this hill counter. And the hill counter can be found over here. So now this, what is that? West spawn, I believe, right? West spawn. Also gets something to climb on. This is a big update. This is actually, if you remember, when I last showed their idea for Fjords, they were working on the other side. Like, I can't show it to you right over here, but they were more working on the north. And they said they need to do something about this. They need to do something about this because Eastbourne has such a massive advantage coming up over here and absolutely slapping and spotting everyone in the base, while the other side does not have that luxury. And also to stay safe behind the rock over here as well. So now this is going to at least try to counter that position up there. And theoretically, it should be able to do that. Now, this the difference still is that this spawn is not able to spot the enemy sniper nest, which is, up in the trees, while this spawn still is able to spot the enemy sniper nest if they shoot in the base. But at least it's something, I would honestly like to test this out. But the sniper nest is also going to be tuned quite a bit. You can see that this this forested tree-line anti-camper nest is going to be changed a bit. They still have the balcony. They still have the increased ground over here to snipe from. But the light tank spotting over here might be, might become trickier with some of the removed trees. But they still have the bushes. And let's take a look at this from here as well. So this is the sniper nest. A lot less trees now. But if you still knock them over, you should be safe-ish, right? This area is still the same. Like, if you are over here, you can still snipe, on the left side from the view. And all this might be easier, actually. Now I'm looking at it, like maybe this makes easier to snipe to the enemy spawn as well, to the enemy base, which makes this position even stronger now, because you are able to spot them, but they are not able to spot this. We'll see. But this balcony definitely is a step into balancing the middle section of this map. And this is huge. This is also huge, ladies and gentlemen, of this version of Fjords. You see this big mountain, right? A lot of TNT, and this happened. Somebody already moved in. After explosion, somebody already moved in. That's crazy. Look at this. Somebody already is living here. With balconies and whatnot, extra road up over here. This is massive chains of this, and they also have two versions for that, you can see, with increased lower terrain. Terrain resistance is over here. Not terrain resistance, terrain heights over here, some reworks. And same from the different angle. Which one would you prefer? The taller hills or lower hills? Bigger house as well. This seems to stay the same. And from another view. Also big balcony added for the other side to counter that. So this is basically also like going to be a completely different playstyle on the entire map. On most, let's say on the majority of the map. If maybe they did something to the heavy flank as well, we're going to see that soon. But this is massive. This is legitimately massive for the Fjords map. You can see two versions. One gets balcony. I would say like this, getting the balcony over here is kind of countering the balcony over there. If the east team, or sorry, if the west team, this side, doesn't get the balcony, having the high ground over here is kind of stronger, right? Or do they get the balcony back here? Let's see. Alright, you're still able to go there. This is a massive update. This is a massive change for the map. Now, is it going to play better? Is it going to be more action-packed, more open, more, you know, engaging gameplay? For that, we have to wait and see, of course. Extra protection in the rock, but definitely big steps on this map. You can see that. One version, this is what we have, and another version of this. Front line, yeah. Well, this is not going to be touched too much. The enemy camping seems to be still as pushy. This position still strong. Sniper position changed. So yeah, looking at this, you know, you cannot spot from 6, you cannot spot 5 where tank destroyers are. But from this hill, you can spot that and that right here. So this still has an advantage by looking at it. I would say so, at least. And this is the bird's eye over here. Okay, big changes. Big changes on Fjords. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you say about that? What do you think about this? Yay or nay? This is still in the rework, of course, but lately they have actually finally been starting coming out with the map changes. Like the airfield we have, you know what I have showed you many times, like the big Ensk. Finally, those big changes on the maps are happening and are coming as well. So this gives me hope that we actually might see this one of those versions coming up soon as well. So yeah, this is Fjords, ladies and gentlemen. And Klondike, I would say it's kind of like, I would classify Klondike as a completely new map, especially for random battles, because I can't remember when I last played Grand Battle, let alone when I played Grand Battle on Klondike. I simply cannot remember that. Years ago. So Klondike being added to the random map pool, you know, could be good if it is a good design. But for that, once again, we have to check it out. So yeah, please let me know, guys, what do you think about all of that? Yay or nay? Klondike, yes, was in Onslaught, but it was once again changed and tuned for the Onslaught game mode. There were a lot of passages added and what you do not have. And the map was smaller at the same time as well. Even smaller than it is going to be in the random battles, if I'm not mistaken. So please let me know in the comment section down below what you think about the map changes and all of this. And yeah, get your clown faces, guys, for free. I don't think the bundle, like, you should go for the bundle. Just complete the missions by playing. You know, you don't even have to do anything. You can just play, see if you have some tokens over here, and pick up some weird things. And make a tank look stupid like I did. Because this tank, oh my boys, this one is It's hurting my feelings. Thank you for tuning in. I catch you next time with something else. Much love. Stay awesome. Take care. And bye.